Hi and welcome to the Roto restaurant. I'm Ross Marshall. This is Graham Kerr, I'm a sous chef. I'm going to show you a quick and simple oyster dish. We're quite strong believers in you don't have to play with too much with your seafood. If your seafood is fresh and local, then you don't have any problem. What we're going to do is we're going to serve it with just some fresh lemon, some shallots. So I'm going to make the shallot dressing and Graham's going to show you how to open the oyster. So for the shallot dressing, what you want is Graham has some shallots, as fine as you can possibly get them. And we'll just bruise this up quickly, and then we'll add it to a pan with sugar, a touch of water, and some red wine vinegar. I use Forum vinegar. I believe it's one of the best all-round vinegars you can get at the moment. So we'll just add this to the pan. The shallot, the sugar, and the red wine vinegar. Heat that up to help cook the shallots out. Graham, if you want to show the...
Okay, so with oysters, beautiful oysters we've got the Kyle of tongue, which I believe it's on the west coast. So oysters, you need to be very, very careful with oysters. Very dangerous. You've got a sharp oyster knife. Oyster knife's the best thing to use if you try and use any other kind of knife, like a big cook's knife or anything. Okay, it's very, very dangerous. You don't want to be doing that. So we get oyster knives from fishmongers who basically supplies with them, because they do break a little bit, but it's just one of these things. So with your oyster, you need to wrap it in a cloth first when you're going to open it. There should be a little kind of hole in here at the top of the oyster. So what you want to do is wrap it in your cloth, make sure it's nice and secure, put a lot of weight on it so it's not going to fly anywhere when you pop it open. Just want to work your oyster knife in there, and once you feel it, pop it down and open it up. Okay? If you scrape off the oyster from inside the top shell, you can discard the top shell and just have, with your knife, just work out the oyster. Keep the juice, keep the meat inside it, and you need to give your shells a really good wash. Make sure they're washed clean before you put any oyster back into it. You want to rinse off the oyster as well, so there's no grit or anything through it. So once you've got these done,
what Graham and I did when they came in was we've actually brushed out our shells with a real hard scrubbing brush that we will use just for our oysters, so they've taken all the sand and all the grit off the other side. So there's no chance of contaminating the oysters. But when you store your oysters when they come in, always make sure they're rounded side down, as if they're on the other side, on the side upside down, they have a tendency to open and they'll go off at quite a rapid rate. We don't have much of that problem. We serve these in our Sands grill downstairs on the ground floor, and these just fly out the door. Everybody loves oysters. We're right next to the sea here, so the boys downstairs are always open and cleaning oysters all day. So we've cooked out the shallots in here. We'll let this go cold before we will actually serve it. Again, just opening the last of the oysters here. There we have it, a bowl of fresh oysters with your shallot dressing. Thanks for watching. If you need any questions or any queries, you can contact me or Graham here at the Old Course Hotel. Our email address is ross.marshall@theoldcoursehotel.co.uk. Thanks again. Thank you.